Hello, everyone. Just waiting for some of you to get in here. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Is anybody in here? Hey, guys. Happy Tuesday. Just pre-shuffling some cards here. My deck, which is the Cozy Witch Tarot deck. I love this deck. This is one of my favorites. And my Rebecca Campbell Work Your Lights Oracle cards. All right, so let me go ahead and get started here. Okay. I will be posting this after the live in case anybody wants to go back and take a look. Okay. This is a collective what you need to hear right now messages. It is timeless, so that means that whenever this video finds you, whenever you find this video, it is meant for you to get these messages. Okay, there's no set time or date. It's whenever, okay? All right, let me go ahead and pull a card from my oracle cards. Double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. All right, so it looks like right now a lot of you are feeling just a gravitational pulse or shift. What I mean by that is that you know that there is a mission that you were brought, and we all do. We all have a mission that we have a life's purpose. But now more than ever, you're starting to feel that pull. Okay, you're starting to feel more connected with a lot of things that are part of your life's purpose. You're being pulled towards something that might be your life's mission. Um, Now, I get the sense that a lot of you are, your life's purpose is to help humanity. So, probably a lot of therapists or psychologists, psychiatrists, teachers, counselors, all that sort of work. Anybody who does social work, all that kind of stuff. If you want to help the homeless population, I feel like these are all different types of examples of people who wants to heal or help humanity. And I feel like you have this urge and this need to go out there and help. All right. Now, and it can be overwhelming too, right? Because you don't know really where to start. But I feel like although you don't really know how to start, you're opening up yourself. You're not closing yourself to opportunities that are being presented to you, and you are going with the flow. Okay, so that's really good. What are you clinging on to? Okay, so what is it that you're clinging on to? Are you clinging on to, um, I feel like for a lot of you, there's a lot of black and white mentality, like it has to be this way or that way, and there's not a lot of um, openness to differences or flexibility. Um, Now, this is separate from the other message that I was giving you guys about channeling and uplifting the humanity. Um, I get the sense that a lot of you right now are your thoughts and this fixed mindset that you've had, or preconditioned mindset that you've had throughout your life. It's crumbling. Okay, it's starting to crumble. You're starting to see that this mindset isn't really getting you where you want to go. All right. And if anything, it's creating an issue between, um, it's creating a lot of issues for you. Okay. Um, so you have to really think right now, okay, if I get out of my head and I'm open to change and open to other ways of living, other mindsets, other things and possibilities, um, you have to think that it's not a bad thing. Okay, you have to keep an open mind, because actually if you do go through, um, that flexibility and you get rid of all that rigidness of thinking, it looks like it's going to open up the doors to a lot of you. Okay, so being flexible, just being open minded, and just letting go of a lot of preconceived and a lot of things that you've been conditioned to believe that it's this way or that way. That's it. Okay, so once you let go of all of that stuff, and you, um, surrender, right, you might be opening up yourself to some wonderful different opportunities. All right. Um, Now, let me go ahead and open up my tarot deck. All right, let's see here. What messages, Spirit, what messages do our collective need to hear for today, Tuesday, July 2nd? Spirit, what messages do the collective viewers need to hear or see right now? Please come through and give me any messages. Ooh, okay, that's too many. Right. It's too many cards for me, my dears. Spirit, what messages do we need to give to the collective for today? Okay, so this one is popping out. All right, so eight, strength. Okay, it takes great strength to be soft. Okay, so this is kind of going back to what I was talking about, rigidness, right, and not being very open, or having that fixed mindset on things. Okay, it's okay to to think otherwise. Okay, and I feel like a lot of you all the time, you have this burden that you always have to be the responsible, cold-headed, problem solver, and you have to be like the one that's always making the decisions, and you always have to be the mature one, right? Okay, so it's I feel like, um, part of the reason why it's so hard for you to get out of that rigid mindset, okay, and um, shift shift your vibe and your energy and your mind to something different and other possibilities, is because maybe a lot of you are, um, the oldest, the eldest in your family, the oldest children, or maybe, um, you didn't grow up in most the greatest homes, right? Maybe you had parents who had addictions, or just very responsible or neglectful or immature. So you had to take on this role of being the mature one, okay? And always being there for everybody. And so you had to put on this armor of strength and being the tough one, right? And doing things this way because you didn't really see that growing up, right? Now, it might be hard for you to have softness, right? And to have to be flexible and to have to um, be more in your, let's say if you're a woman, right, it might be hard for you to go into that feminine um into that feminine energy, right, if you're always in like your masculine energy, or vice versa, right? It might be hard for you as a male to be in a feminine energy when you've always been in your masculine energy. Okay, so it takes great strength. Okay, but you have to think that there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with having to once in a while ask someone, "Hey, can you help me?" Right? Or "I need this," or um, and not having to always be the one that has to make the decisions and be in charge. Okay, it's not a sign of weakness. So I'm getting the sense that a lot of you might relate that to weakness, right? And that you're not able to do the job, right? And that you'll disappoint people because you've always been the one that they resort to. So if you ask for help, or if you have to um, be a lot more easygoing or a lot more gentle with people, um, that it might signal that you're no longer interested in doing what it is that you've been doing for this long. Okay, so I see that a lot of you have this like fear of letting people down, your family, um, your boss. I'm getting that a lot. Your boss. Um, okay. All right, Spirit, what other messages do you want for the collective to view? Oh my God, I'm getting so many that I would like only a few cards, please, Spirit. Okay. All right. Let's see here. What did we get? King of Wands. Okay. King of Wands. All right. So go ahead and, oops, where is it? I got the King of Wands. When I see this card, um, it's a message to show your inner light. Okay. Um, shine your inner light. All right. Bright enough, bright enough so that others can follow. All right. Um, and again, I'm getting this message that a lot of you are afraid to show who you really are. Okay, I'm not sure who that's meant for, but there is someone or some of you who are just really uh, afraid of letting people see the true you, the caring, empathetic, compassionate, loving, gentle you. Um, and it's this huge beam of light that's within you, but you've had to dim that light so that you can um, let others know that you are um, you take on this role of like um, I don't know, like a just a the one in charge, right? And no, like I'm not like that. I'm tough, right? um yeah, so there's like this huge message for someone, and it keeps coming through really loud. All right, but deep down, and when you're at home, you are this very, very caring, compassionate person that is prone to calling people when they're not feeling well, or to say, "Hey, are you all right?" That's the type of person that you are, but you're not letting others see it. Okay. All right. Now, the other message that came through in the reverse is the Five of Cups. Okay. Five of Cups. And I think The reason why a lot of you, in addition to what I mentioned before about the preconceived conditioning and all of that, and what you were taught and what you grew up with, another reason why a lot of you are in this um, tough, type of temperament or personality is because you are afraid of losing everything that you have as well. Okay. There's this huge, huge burden or stress that you put on yourself of not wanting to lose, right? Now, I do see some of you already already went through some sort of challenges in um oh my god, my mind is scattered right now, and maybe that's another sign that a lot of you are going through the feelings. But um I get the sense that a lot of you lost something um not so long ago. Okay, I'm not sure who that's for, but some of you lost something, all right, and you thought it was the end of the world. It really just um it really affected you and impacted you in such a way. Okay. But you didn't realize that not all was lost because you were so focused on what you lost, but you didn't realize what you still had. Okay. So it's like that saying where it's like you're so focused on the cup being half empty instead of the cup being half full, right? Um, I don't know. I'm just getting a lot of like earth, strong earth signs here. So for those of you who are earth signs, I'm getting that. I'm also getting strong um, air signs. Okay, for those of you who are air signs as well, I feel like you have this mentality like spill tea. Oh my God, it's the end of the world, but it really isn't. Okay. We all go through our challenges. It wasn't as bad as you were making it, um, as it was in your head. Okay. It's all about up here. And sometimes we are our worst critics and we are the ones who think, oh, this is doomed. I'm screwed. Or like it's not gonna get better. Like how is this? This is the worst thing that can happen to me. How? Why? And just the complaining and and things might not be as bad as we're picturing them or how we're perceiving them. Okay. Um, so I'm getting that for a lot of you. Um, Now I want to pick one more final message, okay, from this deck. Um, what is one last message that the collective needs to hear at this time? Spirit, give me one more message that the collective need to hear right now. Okay. What message does the collective need to hear right now? Oops. All right. So it looks like we got, okay, this one wants to come through as well. Ooh, we got a couple of cards. We got the Three of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, okay, Seven of Cups, and the Six of Cups. Okay. All right. Let's see. All right. So, yeah, so this pretty much just confirms what I was saying. Um, you have to be able to be flexible. Okay. This is a huge message for you right now. Um, be flexible, be open. Teamwork makes the dream work. All right. So let people help you. Okay. Let people help you. That's a huge message. Um, it's not a sign of weakness. Okay. And you know what? A good leader also lets people have a say. All right. So you are a wonderful um, leader, someone who likes to be in charge. But you know what? Even a great leader needs some sort of consulting or needs someone to behind, like, what's that saying? Behind a great leader, there's a great what is it, secretary? I forgot. I haven't heard that in a while, but I know there's something about that. So you don't have to do everything on your own. Okay. You don't have to do everything on your own. And even if you're so amazing and so great at what you do, and you are stuck in your own ways of wanting to do it on your own, you have to be able to be flexible. Okay. Work as a team, let other people help you, ask for help. Okay. Um, and then let others contribute. All right. So don't close yourself. Okay. If people want to help you, if people want to be around you, that means that, you know, you have a support system. It's a blessing. Let it be. Don't say no. All right. Even though you want to take the whole responsibility, and because you've been in this like um tough, do it all by myself. I'm trying to prove something here, all that, the whole mentality for this whole time, it's really just causing you to just get overburdened and to see things like it's giving you this mentality of like, oh my God, you're feeling overwhelmed. You're feeling overwhelmed, and you know it. You're feeling overwhelmed. You're clinging onto stuff that you know are not really good for you, that are not allowing you to really get into that soft, gentle, you know, side of yourself. Um, and also keep in mind that not every not every great option that you're being given will be a great option for you. All right. So um, and that's one thing that you're gonna have to, be open to, and you're gonna have to um, learn to navigate, right? Um, and you're also gonna have to be able to collaborate with those around you. All right. I'm not sure who needs to hear that message, but not every great option you're given will be a great option for you. All right. So I get the sense that some of you, now this is not related to this, what I was saying, but I feel like a lot of you are being presented with different options. All right. Um, and take that however resonates. But everything looks shiny, right? And looks great. And you love it and you want everything because it's so wonderful. And you're like, oh my God, I want this and this and this and this. And then yes. And you keep saying yes, yes, yes to everything because it's all great and all sounds really appealing. And you're having a hard time saying no. So that's a huge message that some of you also need to hear. Um, you have a hard time saying no to some people. You're always pleasing, saying yes. Now, keep in mind though that not everything that's being presented to you is for your highest good and it's meant for you. All right. So take your time. Don't rush. Whatever that might be, whatever it is that you're being presented with, take your time. Do your research. Take your time to think about it. Outweigh it if it's really what you need to do, or if it's really what you want. And think about it. Take your time. Don't rush. Okay, so that's a huge message. Whoever needed to hear that, okay, take your time. And then the last message that came through with the Six of Cups was that give yourself the compassion you were never given. Guys, I'm not making this up. Oh my God, where is it? Okay, give yourself the compassion that you were not given. Wasn't I just saying how some of you were brought up in like homes where you were probably neglected, or you always had to make decisions, you had to be the mature one because your parents were probably shitty parents, or because there's just so much going on, okay? And you had to grow up quick, all right? Um, and you kind of receive like tough love. Like, no, like you need to learn to do this yourself. And some of you struggled. A lot of you struggled internally with a lot of things that even to this day, you've never really had the, um, I don't want to say the nerve, or you just haven't been able to communicate that with whoever raised you, okay? Whoever, your parents or your grandparents or your uncles, aunts, whatever, whoever were your caregivers, because of because there was just no compassion there for you. It's almost like you were just a kid another kid that they had, and there was no nurture. Okay, there's no nurture. It was just like, okay, you're being fed, you have a roof over your head, you have the bare necessities, the things you need, and that's how they felt that they were giving you and being a good parent, right? And providing for you. Now, um, and it makes sense why a lot of you are in this like in this uh, you know type of way, right? Um, but now is the time. Okay, now is the time for you to shift from that mindset. Okay, treat yourself with kindness, treat yourself with compassion, be gentle with yourself. um, don't overbear yourself, don't overstress yourself. You are such a beam of light, you're such a wonderful, caring, loving person. You're full of love, full of light. You've struggled, right? um, don't keep hitting your, what is it, your head with that stick. Okay, you don't have to continue to carry burdens of things that went on when you were a child, or just give yourself grace. Okay, um, you want to do something for yourself, do it. Okay, you want to pamper yourself, do it. Okay, because if you don't take care of yourself, you don't cater to yourself, honey, nobody's gonna do it. Okay, nobody. So you are in charge of giving yourself, if you want flowers, go get yourself flowers. Okay? I'm getting that song of Miley Cyrus. I can buy myself flowers. Okay? Buy yourself the goddamn flowers. Buy yourself the chocolates. Buy yourself that pet you've been wanting to get. Go get yourself that dress. Go get yourself those shoes. Go get your hair done. Go to the ocean. Go take that vacation. Whatever it is that you want to do, but you hold back because you're like, oh, you know, I don't know. I don't think I want to spend that money. Oh, I don't know. I don't have, I don't, what are people going to think? They're going to think I'm this like, uh, person who's like so shallow and so always just thinking about herself and, you know, or just, what do they call this? Vain or whatever. And it's like, no, you've worked hard. You've worked really hard to have what you have and to be where you are. So you deserve it. Don't hold back. All right. So this is it. This is the um, message that I really needed to get out there. I hope it resonates with anybody. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.